Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing an update video about the state of Dreadnought with all the major clans like USS, MM, and SI, and a couple other smaller ones like Poop, Epic, BB, BGI, Pez, Siberia, CI, and Decepticons. Sorry if I'm missing a couple clans, but these are the ones that are really major in this conflict. So what happened was USS and MM and a bunch of other clans, and I put the distance to really relate the closeness. Actually, Siberia would probably be a little bit closer, but than the other clans. But still, to relate the closeness, like Decepticon is kind of in the middle. BB was really close to MM, and Poop and Epic. Well, Epic was closer to SI, but Poop was a little bit farther. This is just my view. Either way, so USS and MM ended up working together in order to fight SI because SI was a very powerful clan, and this happened in around January, and SI became actually really weak. And that was the state of things for a while. But then what happened was someone from SI ended up griefing SI, then going on named Turkey. Then he moved to MM and he became a member there. And then I think BGI poached him, or Turkey left MM and then went to BGI, or he got kicked from MM. I'm a little bit unclear about the details of that. And he went into BGI. But MM was really pissed because he was an ex-SI person, so he was part of SI, and they don't like SI members. But another reason was because they left MM, and it was a very controlling thing, and USS was aware of this, and saw a lot of events that MM tried to get members kicked. In fact, MM forced USS to dispose of many key members in USS as well, like Kazato, Kirigami, and is a very notable one. Now, either way, the members from USS anyways, they ended up leaving, so I guess it wasn't the worst thing. But what happened was BGI declared war against MM because they knew MM was going to declare war one day, and they were expecting the support of USS. And honestly, a clan shouldn't be telling another clan what to do about their members. It's their prerogative. So BGI declares war, I guess, to preempt it, but it probably would have been MM anyways who would have declared war regardless. So BGI and MM are at war. USS was going to try and remain neutral, but what happened is that the majority of members were sick of MM policies, and the fact that our ally was pretty much at war just because MM wanted to tell them what to do. So USS ended up going to war with them as well, joining BGI, and there was a lot of initial fighting against MM that caused USS to win. SI specifically really didn't like MM either. A lot of clans didn't like MM because MM was very controlling. And in the beginning battles, USS was actually winning a lot of key important battles. Like I think they killed 3 or 4 MM ships. It was a pretty major full wipes. And it was a very big win in that way. But then what happened was MM decided to ally SI. Now this was an announcement that they put publicly. Now apparently, talking to some others, this might not be the case, but either way, MM and SI have been creating close relations. By seeing them in a little bit of battles, they seem to be working together. This is just my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm trying to keep a nonpartisan viewpoint on this. So that's the state of Dreadnought today. You got USS with the major amount of allies that try and help it, and are very connected to it in terms of their policies and their views, and USS tries to protect them as well. And then you got a couple clans like SI with now MM, Poop, Epic, all of these ones fighting basically USS. Now what happens is then their ally BB, which is basically a subclan of MM, they wanted to stay neutral, but then they realized MM was losing, I guess, and then they ended up fighting USS as well. The reasons aren't completely clear. They said they don't like our policies, but I don't know. I think they just wanted to be a part of the war. So that pretty much states what happened. Now the thing about Decepticons, and this is, I'm not putting it on the graph, but Decepticons also was trying to stay neutral, but weirdly enough, a couple MM members actually left. No one member was a high-ranking official in USS named Skycy, who actually left to MM because he was pissed off that USS would defend BGI. Instead of just staying neutral. He didn't want to fight MM. So he went to MM, but then MM allied SI, so Skycy actually ended up going to Decepticons. And the thing about Decepticons is because of this war, they've actually started to shift their policy more towards an SI framework. We haven't seen them in battles per se yet, fighting USS ships, but so that's why they're still listed. And a couple of their members, most notably Galaxy, is a high-ranking part of USS. But still, the state of Decepticons is a little bit in disarray. They might stay neutral and just be fighting SI, or they might end up going to war. Another thing about this, and it would make it a lot more messy, is all of these clans are fighting the same people. Like Pez, Siberia, BGI, and CI. All of them are fighting MM, SI, Epic, Poop, and BB. It's just, if I did that, this graph would look awful. And Decepticons is still, I believe, fighting SI, definitely Poop, and definitely Epic. They might be fighting BGI, I'm not completely sure. And MM and SI, they're all fighting basically this whole block here. So that's pretty much the battle. It's a pretty even battle now compared to before. There were a couple, recently, the last 2 days, USS had 2 deaths and MM had 1 death. Granted, it was not the biggest death, and so right now it seems like the momentum's in MM's favor, but I don't know. I think that's just an update that I wanted to give from my opinion on this battle, and to just talk about the state of Dreadnought. If you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comments, or if you want me to do a different type of formatted video like this, then just please ask. I will be completely down to make pretty much any type of video that you can think of, and have a great rest of your day.